The New Orleans Saints will look to win their third straight game as they host the defending Super Bowl champion Denver Broncos on Sunday, November 13th in a game that can be seen on CBS. The Saints have looked more like playoff contenders in the past 2 weeks, with wins over Seattle and San Francisco, and if they can beat Denver on Sunday, they will get over 500. The Broncos are coming off a loss to Oakland, and the defending champs are actually in third place in their own division. The Denver Broncos are 6-3 straight up, 6-3 against the spread, and 4-4-1 on the over-under. The Broncos are having major problems stopping the run as they are allowing over 128 yards on the ground for 29th place in the NFL. The Broncos were gashed last week by the Raiders as they gave up 218 yards. They could have more trouble this week against a New Orleans team that got a big game from Mark Ingram last week against the 49ers. Denver is giving up just over 18 points per game, which is just 7th best in the NFL. The Broncos don't have the offense to challenge opposing defenses, so if the Denver defense doesn't play great, Denver will struggle. The Broncos may be without defensive end Derek Wolfe and cornerback Aqib Talib. Wolfe has 4.5 sacks, which is second best on the team, while Talib is their top corner. The New Orleans Saints come in at 4-4 straight up, 5-2-1 against the spread, and 5-3 on the over-under. The Saints would do well to run the ball a lot on Sunday because the Broncos have the number one pass defense in the NFL. The Saints are known for throwing the ball all over the field, as they have Drew Brees and the number one passing offense in the NFL. The Saints are averaging just over 326 passing yards per game. The Saints are scoring about 30 points per game, which is second in the NFL, but their defense is giving up nearly 30 points per contest. The Saints have had no recent success at all against Denver, as they have not beaten the Broncos since back in 1994, losing the last 4 games. This will be their first visit to New Orleans since 2004. The Saints have not beaten the Broncos in New Orleans since way back in 1988. Taking a look at the betting statistics, the Denver Broncos are 8-3-1 against the spread in their last 12 games overall. The Broncos are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games in November. The New Orleans Saints are 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 games overall, and the Saints are 2-8-1 against the spread in their last 11 games in November. Taking a look at the over-under, the over is 3-1-1 in the Broncos' last 5 games in November. The over is 8-1-1 in the Saints' last 10 home games, and the over is 6-1 in the Saints' last 7 games in November. The Denver Broncos have not looked that good on offense lately, and the Saints haven't been any good defensively in years. So we'll take this game over the total of 49.5 points. For our pick and prediction on this game and every other game this week, and a wealth of free stats and information, check out bangthebook.com.